Hello everyone. So the spin should be live, or should have gone live, but currently Backgames has yet to show up. So just so you know, there will be a delay to the spin. He has, well, the amount of time below, roughly 11 minutes to show before he is, before the match has to be rescheduled. I will see you when Backgames shows, if he shows. And I have to hope if I cast that it won't happen a third time. We'll see you in a few minutes. Oh, hello everyone. The technical issues have just fixed themselves. Anyway, and I need to mute this tab. There you go. Welcome to a Roulette Rivals World Championships 2021 match between Ducker and Backgames. I'll just get the Backgame stream up in full screen for you. There we go. And here is the spin already. It's a Group B match. I forgot to mention that. Here's the spin. We've got the Maelstrom with a folding knife as local security, Vanya Shah with an SMG as the painter, and Darwood Rangan with a barber razor as the Queen's Guard. Very quick loadout there. I mean, I would say it's very quickly searching for a loadout, but on mobile, it looks with Backgames being on mobile, I feel like with joystick it's quite difficult to navigate the inventory practically. It's amazing that there is a player on mobile on Stadia. It's very interesting to watch his skill as a mobile player. Both players are loading into Mumbai now, chosen by Ducker, the 5-time Roulette Rivals champion in I believe all tournaments except Roulette Rivals 3, might have been 2, I could be wrong, and Roulette Rivals World Championships 2020. I forgot to set up a prediction. That's not good. Well, at least there will be for the next one. Or will be one for the next one. So Ducker has got the quick ISO from the Skywalk Star on the Maelstrom, as well as pacifying the Holy Man, who is less enforced by the crows than the suit. Backgames has started as local security at the barge, which means he will have to find the Maelstrom somewhere in Mumbai, which for some players has proven difficult. So if you can hear my chair squeak. There you go. Backgames has got his map up, possibly looking for where he may find a folding knife or barber razor, both of which are melee items only found on the map. Sorry, this sound's going a bit funky on Ducker's stream. I'm just going to mute that. There we go. So, where will I possibly find these items on the map, dear viewer, I hear you ask? Well, hitmaps.com, the one-stop shop for all your hitman needs. And, well, to answer those questions, the folding knife can be found in the Kashmirian's room in the Chawls, and the barber razors can be found in the barber's house. There's 2 of them, one on the barber himself, and one is inside of Rangan's tower, I strongly believe. Now, as a high-tier player such as himself, Ducker is most likely going for the brick law. For those who don't know, if you pick up a brick somewhere on Mumbai, you can throw it into one of the... this is a sound issue. There's a sound delay, I believe. There you go. No sound on either side. So, as you can see, Ducker has thrown a brick into the cauldron, and is now going to lure Vanya Shah and Jarrod Rangan to a boat in the main slum area. Have got obviously a restart and a replan from back games. Unfortunately, he did rip just there. Didn't quite catch what as I was fixing sound issues. Yes, Ducker is also getting the Queen's Guard disguise from one of the guards who may potentially get in the way of this kill on Vanya Shah. And so it's a bonus really. You get the disguise and you get, well, a safe isolation. Anyway, yep, he's getting the pacification now. Meanwhile, Back Games is trying to possibly get to the folding knife so he can get the Maelstrom kill. It's an important part of the spin in Mumbai, the Maelstrom. And that is the ISO on Vanya from Ducker there. Pacified with a frying pan. Just looking at Back Games, I'm intrigued as if he knows that he can just simply go to hitmaps.com to find these items. Well, okay, if it does appear to be leaving mission area, perhaps. Ducker is setting up the Jarrod Rangan part of the brick law by knocking out this food vendor who can potentially get in the way. It's more like a taxi driver. They do double up in this city. Well, Back Games has arrived at the mission story reveal for the Rangan Dancer ISO. Meanwhile, Vanya Shah, no, I've missed something. Vanya Shah's right there. Never mind, Vanya Shah was not knocked out. My apologies. But Vanya Shah is, yeah, right where I imagine Ducker wants her to be for the kill. And it does appear to be a massive snail knockout, which is absolutely wonderful, getting to see a Quadra Clark KO. And also the kill on Rangan, which puts, this is the first kill of Mumbai. Ah yes, and from there he's gone straight to the Vanya Shah ISO. It's just one simple frying pan throw. It's actually quite formidable. Choosing to leave the bodies there as he goes to get the painter disguise. It's, wow, I'm quite blown away by that. That's definitely a top tier strap from a top tier player. Who did, after all, beat Fortuna in the pre-tournament show match. I don't know the official term for it, but if I do recall, Ducker did win that. I'm really not quite sure where Back Games is headed to. Perhaps he's going to head across Mumbai in a search for the barber razor or the folding knife. Ducker has managed to get up the tower to the painter, As long as there's no silly business with the bodyguard, that should be a very quick disguise grab. Yep, but yeah, that is all smooth, and he's going back down and retracing his steps to Vangan. Backgames is, I believe, is searching for perhaps someone or something. It maybe was himself. I'm intrigued. Oh, and he does rip to that thug. That is very unfortunate. Anyway, bit of a massacre from Backgames there. I mean, after all, the ghost NPCs of the slums. Yep, Backgames. He sure is. No, I mean, that word that which you speak of, it would be against a particular group of people, but I don't think Mr. Games is that discriminative of who he's shooting. Oh, meanwhile, Ducker has managed to get both the remaining kills. Well, you blink and you miss it, everyone. You blink and you miss it. Also taking the food vendor exit, or the taxi exit, I should say. And he's out. And he does get the points. Very formidable. I don't know how fast that spin was, but it was definitely one of the top tier speed runs. Now I'm going to try and set up a prediction for the second round once I know how far I should set it for. Hi Crudy. I figured out how to end a prediction. It's just slash prediction and pins up your prediction, and from there you can end it accordingly. The fugitive sticking around for 8 extra days, so get him while you can. Anyway, travelling to Dartmoor, chosen by Backgames. I'll get the prediction menu up. And who will win? Now I haven't quite figured out what the best way to call the individual on the left's name, because it doesn't like me. It doesn't like it if I were to put just Ducker in. It does a bit of a strop. Okay, I'll say submission period 5 minutes. Start prediction. Donald, yes, Donald. I'll remember that for the third round. So hey Derek, hey Matty. Dartmoor is a much shorter map than Mumbai. I imagine this one will go a lot quicker, regardless of Ducker's skill, because you can't do a Mumbai spin in a Dartmoor time. Their win rates got 4-0 from Ducker, and unfortunately 0 wins, 6 losses from Backgames. Yeah, just had to go with left in square brackets. I mean, Yeah, the Group B brackets, I think I'll head to them. Even though there isn't really much to say. But both players have their fate sealed, as it were. Ducker is top of the bracket, guaranteed, on the road to a complete win with maximum points at this rate, having won all 5 of his matches so far. Well, Back Games, unfortunately, is at 4 points. That is, so he'll be unable to head to the knockout round. Head back to the match. Whoops, I didn't go to the free match, I promise. Yes. Two very interesting suit choices for the Devon countryside here. We've got Lost suit and Cowboy suit. Ducker appears to be practicing his suit or his... As you know, it's a one target map. Ducker is just practicing a main road start for the private detective, which is very interesting. Make sure to bet in the prediction. I mean, you can win a fish, as in the fish that a penguin may eat, not just a really quirky random channel points name. There is some rhyme or reason to the word fish. Anyway, spin is arriving in 1 minute now. We'll have to wonder what the spin will be. Oh, I've managed to cause a little bit of echo there. Sorry about that. Well, that's horrifying. I didn't know that the thinking one for my script image is poking him in the feet. I never saw that. I'm very intrigued as to what Ducker's doing in his preload time. Oh, and he has punched Mr. Fernsby in the gut. That's unfortunate. Anyway, here is the spin. We've got Alexa Carlisle with a loud explosive weapon as the lawyer. This is, yeah, it's a simple spin, pretty much. As is the nature of, well, Dartmoor as a whole. So, yep, the Back Games choosing to bring in the Stadia duck, while Ducker is bringing in not a duck. That is cursed, if you ask me. I think you should I'm surprised there's no duck pick. Well, and the Back Games has started main entrance. I may have missed a decision somewhere along the line. Ducker has started as the private investigator, meanwhile, being able to quickly get into the room with the lawyer, pacifying the bodyguard, I would imagine, and also the lawyer himself. Very quick disguise obtainment there. There we go. Now all that's left to do for Ducker is to infiltrate the upstairs area using the trank gun he just picked up from his smuggling point. Now the not the panic room, the private room of Alexa is soundproof, so both by 2 doors and by logic, because it's quite a padded room. So Ducker can pacify everyone in this area before, well, if she was to have entered the room before the tranking, and then cause the explosion in the panic room to not cause any panic. I keep calling it a panic room because of Hawke's Bay. It's not a panic room. Anyway, Ducker is grabbing the case file. Meanwhile, Backgames has replanned and is loaded in from the back entrance and was caught trespassing by a couple of roaming guards, unfortunately. But it doesn't seem to would have made much of a difference, as Ducker has very quickly is very quickly exfiltrating now, ready to detonate on exit. All that's left to do is to grab the car keys and head to the hearse. Even broke a some sort of container while flinging Carlisle across the room. Anyway, 2 minutes finish. I don't know if that's any world record, I'd imagine. I don't know. I just Dartmoor's a very quick map. I'll have to check RR stats. The second stop shop for all your hitman needs. The side of the map is Centre Fortuna. I'm going to be here for another 10 minutes. I don't know. Ducker is very efficient, without a doubt. Yes, the fastest Dartmoor spin was in 1 minute 54 by Fusk in this tournament, with Alexa Carlisle SMG as the private investigator, which I see is very quick. Anyway, I better payout predictions. I hope. Yes, I hope. Oh, it's actually not enough points to even make the return ratio relevant. Anyway, I'll set up the next prediction. I assume the spin will be arriving in just about 5 minutes, but I'm going to wait until I have a timer to set the prediction. Yeah, in 5 minutes time, roughly. So Ducker has played 4 matches of Santa Fortuna, lost 2 and 1-2. While Backgames is yet to play competitive Santa Fortuna. Now, Santa Fortuna is evident by the map record of 10 minutes 36. Is a long map with 3 targets on separate parts of the map with their own timings. Andrea and Jorge have 2 ISOs that they do automatically, while Rico usually needs some sort of influence, like a peekaboo or a hippo strat, which will lure him to his hippo. It does appear that there is, using multi-twitch, you can watch the 3 other matches that are currently going on at the same time. I would recommend it if you are a big fan of roulette. Have 4 roulettes at the same time. And my spin is arriving in just about 2 minutes now. Well, perhaps we'll see that's an Andrea live kill. I don't know, that's just my randomized prediction. And we're gonna see elite guard. I believe it's elite guard. It's the one that will patrol patrols the caves. Maybe chef and mansion staff. That's my predictions. Now that I've predicted them, they cannot come true. It's just the way it works. Interestingly, Batgames hasn't preloaded into these 3 rounds, despite the fact he's a Stadia player and would greatly benefit from it, even more so than a console player would. Jorge fooled. Oh, I can figure out Jorge fool. Right? It's just, I imagine, emetics of the toilet. But yeah, I imagine not everyone knows every spin, as one would expect. It'd be pretty interesting. Santa Fortuna, Haven, and Wilston Creek are the 3 maps I really want to play more roulette on. I have to say, they are fun maps for roulette. Jorge Falling Object, that is either banned or nightmare, and I don't know which one it's going to be. If it's not banned, I'm going to first drop probably. Thankfully, Falling Object Jorge is banned. I was a bit worried there because there's a lot of new Falling Object kills that are quite bold, as I'll say, or B-O-L-D, not bald as in no hair. Okay, well, the spin has arrived, and the spin is as such. Rico Delgado, Falling Object as the shaman, it's one of those. Jorge Franco with a folding knife as one of the gardeners, and Andrea Martinez with a loud pistol as the tattoo artist P. Powers. As you can see, none of the predictions did come true, as the story goes. It'll be interesting to see what both players have for this spin. Because personally, I'm used to, where possible, trying to get the Martinez kill when she goes downstairs to talk with her receptionist. And this is definitely a spin where you can do that. I mean, there's a loud pistol right by the ISO. The tattoo artist can be got within a minute. But I don't think either player seems to be going for that. I mean, Batgame's choosing to go for the bus station start without skipping. Oh, there you go. He's skipping the cutscene. My apologies. And Ducker starting as a mansion staff member. Get caught on security cameras leaving the area, so you will have to delete those before exiting. Oh, Batgames has dropped some frames. So there you go. Looks to be smoothing out now. Looks to be that Ducker is going very quickly for a Rico Delgado ISO. Oh, that is a rip from Ducker to the... Actually, no, I see what he's doing now. My apologies. He's testing out the falling object kill through the hippo lure on the poor old hippo whisperer. Looks to be he's about to get squished. Crunch. There we go. Meanwhile, Bat Game's heading over to the shaman, possibly just luring him into some shrubbery with an apricot. Doesn't appear to hear it though. So Ducker is now restarting with his new information. There we go. Bat Games is juggling the shaman and one of the tourists. Bat Games has side KO'd the tourist and unfortunately does need to restart. Ducker smoothly infiltrating the house or the office of Martinez. Pardon me. He's getting a peekaboo on Martinez for quite a quick ISO. Crikey, did you see that? Martinez's head sort of just went off to the side there because of that briefcase. Oh, the receptionist does catch Martinez, and it's another restart. Yeah, no way Ducker can lose more than once, or rip more than once, even if it's just to test. See, I needed this Ducker skill level on the August 26th incident. And maybe it wouldn't have been an incident in the end. Ducker once again grabbing a loud pistol from the most unorthodox mean. Actually, no, it's the folding knife. My apologies again, once more. Yes, because the folding knife is in the PUBG reference room. And that's a locked door in a public place, which is quite risky to get open through unconventional means. Ducker once again getting the peekaboo on Martinez. Hopefully we'll go a bit smoother. There we go. Also the security cameras, because they will be a threat possibly at a later point. Bat Games has ripped again getting the shaman. And those tourists are getting a bit of a loud pistol to the face. Joker, having set up the Andrea Martinez ISO, has now got the folding knife and is now heading for the Garden of Disguise. That's the free one, found in one of the huts in Santa Fortuna, or in the village of Santa Fortuna. Quite obviously the map. He's grabbing the Garden of Disguise, having thrown a briefcase to get the others to look away, almost getting spotted by the two enforcers who obviously know that this man is now wearing their clothes. It looks to be that Ducker is heading possibly straight towards Jorge, although he has got a remote kill on Rico Delgado set in the making. I hope Back Games does well with his next attempt with the Shaman, because it'd be a shame for more rips. Anyway, Ducker is actually might be going towards the hippo enclosure. Actually, yeah, he is. To obviously set up this remote kill, which is quite a smart one. Back Game's looking to trank one of these two. Well, namely the tourist. Oh, and he misses the trank because of the what looks to be the wonders of Stadia aiming. But he does hit the second shot and has alerted, well, has caught the attention of the shaman, who is investigating the tranked body, which will obviously retain silent assassin. But he does. Okay. Well, he side KO'd the shaman, which fortunately didn't directly take away his silent assassin. But it did create a lot of noise, which unfortunately woke up the 3 tourists from their shaman mixture-induced slumber. Ducker has got the hippo strap set up, and has also set up the kill for Rico for when he is there. That games will now also need to restart again, showing that the shaman soup, who's boss, as well as these 2 guards, who appear to have caught the attention of the loud pistol, or got caught by their attention caught by the loud pistol. I can say words, okay? Ducker's heading to Jorge for, I imagine, the handy ISO, which I don't know when Jorge gets to that room. Usually I would seek him because I can't really seem to time it very well with Jorge without losing the metaphorical Santa Fortuna match. Or hypothetical Santa Fortuna match. Back Games does appear to be switching up his strat, as he isn't heading towards he is not heading towards the shaman just yet. Hopefully opting to grab the kill on Andrea Martinez, I would assume, as he's heading to the bar. Yes, it does appear to be what he is up to. Ducker, meanwhile, just waiting for Jorge to head into the room. That ISO is definitely more what's the word? Yeah, definitely requires more knowledge of the map in order to be able to use it consistently. Just setting up that the hydrate award I mentioned earlier. I do need some. I do need one, as I don't think I will drink a lot of water if left to my own devices. There we go. I believe it is set up. There you go. Hydrate. Rico's at the ISO spot now and has received a shovel square to the face. All Ducker has to do now is, on top of the Andrea Martinez kill, is get the Shaman's disguise and detonate the explosive. Oh, he's taking his camera at that, which is strange. Bat Games has got the tattoo artist disguise and nearly getting caught with a trank gun in hand in front of that resident of the village. Bat Games hopping the wall. Unfortunately, no, I can't tell if she's going in or out. Have to give me a minute to see where she goes before I commentate the next part. Yes, talking to the foreman. Well, hopefully for Bat Games, she's about to head inside, as that's where she's best isolated without a seeker, of course. Ducker has taking a very interesting route that gives him a loud pistol for the third kill. Though he could use one of the street guards, as they all have the same job. Well, a lot of them do. I believe the ones, especially in Andrea Martinez's house, drop pistols. Just seeing what Bat Games is up to. Getting caught in some washing piles. Or trying racks, if you will. I'm very intrigued as to what Bat Games' plan is. Bumping into a bunch of people. I'll have to see. Ducker is heading, currently to the bar for the tattoo artist. From there, it's a quick way to Martinez herself. And then all there will be left to do after that is just grab the Shaman disguise, grab an exit and leave. I say grab an exit as in grab the keys to the car, which is the closest exit to the Shaman's hut. He's got the tattoo artist disguise. All that's left to do is quick jog to the compound where Martinez is knocked out. Quick bullet to the face and a hide. And that'll be everything for that kill. This is actually quite an interesting, spin, a type of spin. Falling object, especially with how Ducker is handling it. Because I imagine it's quite obvious, but I haven't really done falling object, or put that much thought into falling object. So it'll be lovely to see it. Oh, I hope that guard doesn't see. Yeah, okay, Ducker was fearful of that guard seeing Martinez, but he does not, which makes everything all set up for this kill, I would imagine, as long as Ducker believes she's in a good spot to be out of the way. Here we go, and that is a kill, and he's off. Right, I should probably remember that the page with the chat up and the page with OBS do not want to say. Oh, that was a rip from Ducker. Oh, that's extremely unfortunate. I mean, with 12 minutes to go, he's gonna have to be quite quick to avoid a slip up in the perfect score. I wish him all the best of luck in getting this, because it's definitely great to see a perfect score in the group stages. It's quite nerve-wracking actually. He's definitely got the time to do it, as this man is a 5-time Roulette Rivals champion. But oh my, it's still 10 minutes to complete a 3-target level spin. Back Games, meanwhile, is prospering. He's managed to get into the compound of Martinez and appears to be setting up a kill, as long as he stays safe and does not get spotted. I'm intrigued to see his plans. He does appear to he does know the best place to get the ISO. Yeah, losing the 47 points to Back Games. I mean, I originally thought, like, it was slightly over the top, trying to put the best mobile player, a fan favourite definitely, against a 5-time Roulette Rivals champion. But I think best mobile player must have some skill, and he sure does. I'm very intrigued by his electric socket tampering. And he may just score a point against Ducker, something that I cannot say that I have done, which would in theory make Back Games a better player than a lot of the community. Oh, Ducker has, when throwing that, nope, I think that was just him not caring anymore. I thought for a moment he was going to go to a guard because he saw a knife in the middle being thrown. Back Games, I don't know if that was tended to be a peekaboo because he did not run off, but he has been spotted by that street soldier, unfortunately, which, oh, and he's also been spotted by that one, but that one's just been SMG'd, so not like he can do anything about it. Same goes for that street guard and that random gentleman fixing a scooter. Ducker is getting ready to set up a trap for Delgado, and Back Games unfortunately dies. No one redeemed hydrate. I might as well redeem hydrate, having already hydrated. There you go. I've got infinite fish. I can hydrate infinitely. There's surely no limit as to how much I can hydrate. I say, looking at my nearly empty water bottle. There you go. That is the strat set up and the guard being moved just out of the way of the of Rico's path. Back Games has decided to go back to isolating the shaman first, so getting his disguise, which is very intriguing. I hope he does well with the disguise obtainment. I imagine Rico will now be running down to see his hippo, ready for the isolation. Perhaps another shovel to the face, who knows? Yes, does appear to want to trank the tourist again from back games there. Fingers crossed we don't get a side KO like last time. And no, it's opting for 2 tranks, which is interesting. I mean, with 7 minutes left, you might as well make it as safe as possible, if you believe you won't finish within the timer. He gets the Shaman disguise successfully. Ducker is setting up the Jorge isolation and kill at the same time, I would figure. Ducker is not lost any map yet this tournament. I believe he holds a 15 match win streak, which extends into Roulette Rivals 6, where he was the champion, and possibly towards, yes, as well as Roulette Rivals 5, of which he did lose a match to Joe the Baby Grabber, who was, I believe, a rookie, which shows that to anyone who has not played Roulette Rivals and is interested, do not be put off. Stadia players, Switch players. Ducker on PC. I mean, if Ducker went to the PC bracket, I would not complain. In fact, I would wholeheartedly support that decision. I think the PC bracket needs to take Ducker, please, please. Thank you very much. So kind of them to take Ducker for us. That's really smart, Ducker getting a throw kill through that window. I swear, these are strats I would never think of. Very impressive though. Very impressive. Yep, now that Rico has run down to the hippo, Ducker can get the ISO on him. Spin has now gone down to 5 minutes on the clock though, roughly around now. Running out of time. Back games would like to see if the Shaman is allowed in the compound, of which he is not. He's got his disguises mixed up. Nearly gets enforced by this gentleman, who's a bit angry. And has decided he's going to have access. Which is bold. A bold decision, definitely. Well, same goes for this gentleman and the one behind him. I believe they're all going to want to come in. Share the fun. Ducker has got the Rico Delgado kill set up. All that's left to do is frantically dash the tattoo artist and Andrea and then to the Shaman. Can be done. It can be done. I've got faith in him. Maybe we'll see the longest successful spin with an exit at 1 second left on the clock. It'll be like a photo finish, but with the actual countdown timer. Here we go, just getting some other cars out the way. If they'll turn a little bit quicker, then maybe he'll be in luck. Ah, thank you, Derek. Another hydrate. Much appreciated. I'm not going to drink it with my headset on, because that's going to sound weird. No doubt. That game's described why these elite guards. I think we're going to see a win from Bat Games here on Santa Fortuna. Well, I think he knows what he's. I think I know exactly his plan. What he's going to do is going to kill each target in less than 1 minute. Or so I'm told. Ducker has got the tattoo artist and is on a frantic dash to the compound. Well, lots of compounds. Martinez's house. Back Games is having the classic Hitman server issue. Fortunately, can continue. Just have to hope we get a nice smooth knockout on this gentleman here. Oh, a ducker draw. Oh, that is a crime noticed by that random woman. Okay. Well, that's horrific. And a server mess up just to add insult to injury. Wow, that's deeply tragic. No 47 points for him. It just goes to show, all players are beatable. You could, no matter if they're a roulette rookie or a 5-time roulette rivals champion, you still have a chance. That's an important message to anyone in the group stages who will be playing Ducker soon. Just believe in yourself. Because I didn't, and I didn't quite beat him, so that's how it works. Ducker appears to be seeing this win through to the end, while Back Games has died, unfortunately. The good news though is that was just 47. And Back Games is restarting for another one where he kills each target in 10 seconds and exfiltrates in 10. Or infiltrates in 0 with 10 seconds to spare. All he's got left to do is trank for 1, trank for 2. Frantically get the disguise, take the explosive and run. Absolutely run. I mean, crikey, I'm like... Although I'm not quite the fittest person, I could probably run faster than 47 in this situation. Yes, stream is on a few seconds delay. He's got the kill and is a tie, unfortunately. But he has exited and run over one of the street guards on the way out. I've just realised something that's been going on for this entire stream. I'm going to point it out now. The streams aren't perfectly aligned. That should fix it, but before then, the two streams weren't nicely aligned. So I'm very sorry if you noticed that. Also, I do figure it is a GG. A bittersweet ending though to a match of this sort. One player having run over someone as well as had unfortunate, run over a poor street soldier, with another player shot down by a bunch of guards. It's a grave day for, well, not for Back Games. Back Games got another point. Good on him. Anyway, to the brackets. And probably a quick refresh wouldn't hurt. So, Back Games, well, Ducker still at 6 matches won, not unfortunately now with an odd number, which indicates he will not get a perfect score for the entire bracket. Back Games still eliminated, unfortunately. Still yet to play one match though, so maybe he'll get 50 points in that match. Misclick. So here are the upcoming matches. These were the upcoming matches when I started the stream. The upcoming matches for right now are got Paper Freeze versus Dam Chiku on Santa Fortuna and Sapienza right now with Currymaker. Right now? No. Yes, right now, but probably in the decider, I'd imagine. We've got Chris versus Lewis as well right now on Berlin Santa Fortuna, casted by Yanini and Infofun, as well as I Like Hitman and Barbecue on Mumbai and Bangkok with Mendy. Upcoming at the end of the hour is David Red Sox vs Blythe on Berlin and Mumbai, casted by Chris and GK Punk, and Goulet vs Adoria on New York and Sapienza, casted by Jotes. And the real question is, the biggest question of this stream, who do I raid? Oh yeah, also predictions, gotta pay out the predictions. Donald 1, which I now realise is contradictory to... sorry about that, whole bird, your 555 fish sort of went down the drain there. Well, if you ever want me to do a hydrate for you, I'll do it on your behalf. I think... see which one's live though, actually. Mendy is live. I'll head to Mendy's stream. Thank you for watching this match. What was an interesting one. And I will see everyone possibly another time if I happen to cast another one, which I almost certainly will. With my new predictions, it's all very fancy. Goodbye everyone.